Now, okay, I'm just going to uh, reduce this part of the screen. मेरे इसमें भी लिंक है. I was not aware I had a link there. लगा. Okay. किसका आवाज क्यों आ रहा है? Somebody has joined new, so I think I'll have to change the setting. Well as rejoin. Okay. And just change the setting. Mute participants on entry, mute all. Okay, fine. Okay, it goes back to the first page. Okay. 15. Now, we have seen the way the SOLAS covers up all the aspects about fire. Means all the way from construction, then how it should be, and so on and on. Now we come to regulation 15. Now we have seen the things are given, you maintain them, you must maintain spare part, you must check them regularly, test it, etc. is covered up. Now we come to 15. What it says, instructions, onboard training and drills. Now okay, you need to instruct, means here the meaning of instructions is we need some sort of a training of people about fire and how to fight fire and something about fire, because anyway, take for example, if you just ask around in your own households, unless somebody is professionally involved somewhere in fire or something, most of the people know zilch, nothing about fire. They just know, yes, आग लगेगी तो क्या होएगा, yes, आग लगेगी, but is there any more knowledge? No. So the purpose of these instructions is to provide knowledge, training, drills, to uh, work properly or follow proper procedures during emergency. Now, for this purpose, the crew shall have necessary knowledge and skills to handle fire emergency cases, including passenger care. Now, when you have got passengers, I always told you, like passengers are pain normally for in our bracket. Okay, the reason being, when you are dealing with other professionals is much easier, but when you are dealing with somebody who really doesn't know anything about our profession, and they may be very nice guys and trying to help you also, but at times their help can be more of a problem. So we take care of them so that they don't get lost during emergencies and die in stampede or any other reason. Means it is possible, if there is emergency, somebody may hide in the closet, डर के. So we have to take care of passengers. And handling fire emergency cases, you have to have knowledge. Now knowledge we are providing right now, what we are doing is providing knowledge as an officer for you. Then we have got STCW courses. STCW courses, what we do? STCW courses, we give you certain theoretical knowledge and we also give you practical training. How do you handle the hose? How do you unroll it, roll it, etc. Then what happens is, when you are on ship, when you join the ship, you are given your duties. Now there is a brush up of your knowledge, whatever you learn in STCW. Then next thing will be, you will be told what is your duty, because after all, when we did training, nobody gave you a specific duty. You were trained in whole. So now what is your part and what is your role in the team, that will be given to you, and any instructions along with it. Then parties responsible for fire extinguishing shall be organized, because it's all never one person. There will be team of 3 persons with each hose. Then if some people are told you bring the extinguisher and we have to fire, that means we use the extinguisher and those people are trained to use these extinguishers, and that is a small team. And these people, okay, whosoever are trained for fire extinguishing and all, shall have capability to complete their duties at all times when the ship is in service. Now, this part, normally what happens is, when you have got large number of crew, then you have got a separate team for fire extinguishing. Our cases, our roles are multiple, so we don't really come under that because our training is whole. Now this applies lot more to passenger ships, because passenger ships, if you employ 1500 and 2000 people for you can say for the sake of benefit of passengers, to provide them all the services, you can also add specialist firefighters. So that is where this line comes in. These parties shall have capability to complete their duties at all times while the ship is in service, because passenger ships generally have the crew is contracted. What happens is, the basic skeleton crew will be there to maintain the ship when she is tied up, and they are not at sea like 12 months a year or something like that. They have got their plans. Okay, June 1st we will go and we'll complete everything by say August 31st. Fine. And then we will stay in port for 1 month. Very good. Then we'll arrange the second tour, because you have to get passengers to pay it, you need to do marketing, you need to get people and so on. And when they are in port, sometimes they are partially operating, because they may be operating few restaurants and all. Why? Because to do some business and keep it running, and people also like to go on ships for chalo aaj dinner karenge ship ke upar, like that. So this part applies specifically to those specialists who are hired for their skills when ship is in service, means is doing that voyage of 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. So that's contractual basically. On board training, now this was lot of stuff is done ashore before joining ship, when you join the ship. Now on board training is additional thing what we do, in spite of having somebody who is trained. Now the training is general purpose. Now ships have specific things, so they have to get familiar. Like if I work on a ship, I should be familiar. Like for example, when you go to a place, say shift to your house, you first need to get familiarized with it, know which switch is what and so on. So same thing we need to do it on ships. So there are different types of, the locations are different of the things, like switches will be different, the location of fixed firefighting will be different and so on. Operation, the system may be different, the manufacturer may be different. Even though they all comply, there can have certain minor variations, and that is what we are to learn. Then training in the use of emergency escape breathing devices is also part of onboard training. So this line you remember, huh? Well, this is a nice one to give a question. For that 1 mark आता है ना, MCQ types. Is it part of training? Yes, no. Or this may be added in MCQ. Performance of crew member assigned firefighting duties shall be periodically evaluated by conducting on-board training. So what happens is, after every drill we discuss it and see, okay, did it go as per our plan? The performance was okay, not okay, then how do we improve it and so on. This is one of the functions of safety committee. That evaluation is done periodically and we work out a solution. Now what happens sometimes, for example, people need not have same physique. Somebody may be too big. क्या करेगा? Like I know people, okay, whose shoe size is 15. 15, 16. I have met people up to 16. मेरे घर में ही 15 साइज वाले दो. Now they can't get shoes that easily. They have to be ordered specifically. Now similarly, you may have a situation on board कि the safety shoes है उसके पास. But if you are going to use anything more than that, अरे हाथ ही नहीं, हाथ बड़े हैं, हाथ अंदर ही नहीं जाते ग्लोव्स में, then how can he become doing that particular job? So you change the jobs then. Now you know something, on ships I don't think anybody is asking you for maximum height, but in airlines for cabin crew there is a restriction. Height minimum is always there and maximum is also controlled, so you must fit in that. Now at sea we don't have it, so sometimes you will get this situation that वो नहीं जमता है उसको करने को. Then you change the duties. First you find out why, not just blame the person. Find out what is the genuine problem. Then you may realize that our planning is not adequate. Why? Because we planned something like this and then there is something new cropped up, and that time why we never thought about it earlier. So okay, well, let's make change. So like that this thing will go on. Then onboard training in the use of ship's fire extinguishing system appliances shall be planned and conducted. That what we do normally is we have these emergency drills, then we conduct maybe about say half an hour maximum, not even half an hour, normally less than that, because concentration is not there. So we conduct training, get crew, everybody together, explain something and so on. Now again in this case, this onboard training, like company like Volumes always considered very important, and from I will say 1981 onwards, we used to use one British company as consultants who used to be Marine Safety Services. Now they are quite big one, big level, but they started off with us practically, you can say. So they used to send one guy on board. He used to sail with us for about 7 or 8 days, between two ports, and we used to give priority for all this training. Those days this was not sort of compulsory, so we used to use maximum time for this training, and I can tell you this much, there was lot of improvement after that. Lot of improvement. What happened is you at times don't see it through the same way, we see it in little different way. Then somebody comes on board, he conducts it, and then you start looking at the scenario in little different way, and that improves normally. So this is done. Now a good question on this can be, what is onboard training? Now fire drills are conducted and recorded. Anything we do on board is recorded. Then we have training manual. Training manual are provided in every crew mess, recreation room, or with each crew cabin. These days you may have other types of versions, but idea of training manual is it should be accessible to all. To just बैठे दो चार pages कर दिया, sort of stay in touch with what is around you. They are written in working language of the ship. Now you do not have any illiterate person on board. Anguta chap, you never have them today. During my days, I have seen some older guys were illiterate, because their overtime form, those guys used to come and put their fingerprint. Very good seaman, agreed, but it was not required that you had to be literate. And we used to put Anguta chap. And of course the sad thing was, there have been people who cheated them because they did not count enough. They were just happy किधर हाथ लगाने का लगा देता है. But we had some sadists who cheated them. Few, but we had. Most of the people always felt that यार बेचारा को already problem है. So let us make sure that he is comfortable. Maybe 2-4 ज़्यादा घंटा डालो over time. But we had people who used to cheat. Then, if the training manual, normally what we used to use one of the files, so we could add up things. So that file had subsections. Otherwise, you will have to comprise a different volume, because what happens, it contains instructions, how to operate things, everything is added in that. So that means illustrated form, whatever is possible, and so on. So it becomes actually very easy. Now, it is possible to use audio visual aids. Possible, but how it will be implemented, I am not sure. Because these days what happens is some of the ships even have their own cellular systems. So it depends on how it is done, but it is allowed that you can use audio video aids. Now what it explains: general fire safety practice precautions to the dangers of smoking, the general ones, okay. General instruction of firefighting activities, firefighting procedures, how do you notify, like you all do it now, the STW codes, shout fire, fire, like that. All these things are how to use manually operated call point. This is very elementary one, what you will teach everyone. Then ship's alarms, what do they mean? If you hear this alarm, what to do? If you hear that alarm. Operational use of firefighting system and appliances, the more important part. But you have got the full trained staff, so it is easier to, because generic you do, specialized one you do this on board. What is fire door? How do you operate them? Operation of fire and smoke dampers. Okay, then escape systems, appliances, and so on. So basically it contains all the knowledge you are required to know. Fire control plans. Okay, the fire control plan is like a general arrangement plan. I have given you 2 fire control plans of 2 ships. When you get time, open it up and have general look how it looks like, because you may have forgotten we had it in your passageways between the classrooms. Anyway, it basically shows class A divisions, then it shows where all you have got the fire equipment and all, where are the control fans, where are the fans, etc. Duplicate set of fire control plans or a booklet, whatever it is permanently stored in a prominently marked watertight enclosure outside deck house. Deck house, we generally keep it on bridge wings, and that is brought down when we come to port. Like you must have seen, even at the entrance our building, the main building, the office entrance, outside there is something. So that is the fire wallet, you call it, fire pole. This is one normally cylindrical thing next to the gangway. Why? In case there is a fire on board, say, and you get shore based assistant, what do they know about your ship? Nothing. So they can open up and then they know where they are, and they can open the plan and say, okay, we can approach this way, that way, and so on. So this is generally what is fire wallet, what it contains and all. Generally you get a question once in a while. Fire drills. During fire drills, what we are supposed to do, if it is possible, a fire extinguisher may be discharged. Why? Because you have to give practice and let people know how it works, because otherwise you forget it. देख देख के नहीं सब होता है. Sometimes you have to do it manually with hands. And if you are going to do that, preferably give it to the people who are likely to use them. Like for example, one person where there is a high risk category is the one who uses near boiler. Okay, so somebody who is more regular in contact with the boiler, he should know how to operate the extinguishers around. If you are going to test one of them, let him do it. So he realizes what it is, how is to be handled. He may make some mistake so that he will not repeat it again. So his first mistake will come during training, then he will not a mistake in real life. Now, this extinguisher discharging is according to plan. Why? Because at certain interval you have to recharge. So instead of recharging say 20 extinguishers together, what we do is we work out these 20 extinguishers have to be recharged every 2 years. Fine. 10 extinguishers we will do it in this year, 10 extinguishers next year, and these 10 we work out a timetable. One in January, maybe one in February, March, then skip a month, then you have got something like that. You work out a schedule. Fire control plans. Okay, the one which we saw here. Okay, this one should also include firemen's outfits and means of escape. The reason is in case the shore fire help, those are professional firefighters, if they need to have additional fireman's outfit to use, they know where to go and get it. And means of escape, because after all, anybody who is going to fight fire, he must know how to escape when it goes beyond his control. Now, any doubts on this regulation? Any doubts? Don't see anybody asking anything. Fine.
No, sir.
So I go to the next one. Okay. 16, 17, because this is a small one. Operations. The first line purpose of this regulation is to provide information and instructions for proper ship and cargo handling operations in relationship to fire safety. That means your day-to-day work, routine handling, cargo handling or ship handling, what, how the fire safety things are incorporated. That is what is done. This is what we are talking about. Fire safety operational booklets are provided, do's, don't do's and all. And flammable vapor releases from cargo tank venting shall be controlled. That is where actually there is a full system, mass risers, everything, but it is controlled. It is not left on something auto jo hota hai hone do, no. There is a monitoring all the time. Control means there is a monitoring and then actions are taken accordingly. Safety operational booklet shall contain information, instruction for safe operation of cargo and ship and cargo handling operation. Includes crew's responsibilities for general fire safety on board while loading, discharging. What you do, what you don't do. Because during your work procedures, if you do not follow them properly, you may be creating a situation where fire can take place, because it involves fire safety precautions, etc. Then fire safety precautions are explained. Dangerous flammable bulk cargoes also provide reference to firefighting emergency cargo handling instructions contained in a code of safe practices, solid bulk cargoes or bulk chemical code, etc. Various codes are there. This all knowledge of how many codes are there, you shall need it in third year. Okay, when you pass out, you should know how many codes are there and what do they contain in general. Fire safety operational booklet shall be provided in every crew mess room, recreation room. That is why that earlier one what we discussed under 15 training one, it becomes a bunch of couple of things. Now this can be added there in the same bunch. Why? Because requirement is same. Working language may be combined with training manuals. This is what I was talking. Tankers, additional things will have additional instructions, especially about venting of these vapors. Okay, and how to do the procedure, cargo tank purging, gas freeing and all, because we have seen the flammability diagram, how to use it. So those all instructions will be here. How do you do it? The procedures are there which are safe procedures. If you take shortcuts, you may be endangering things. So all the procedures are given. How do you operate inert gas systems, what precautions you must take, and so on. Then if you are not with inert gas system, which is unlikely anyway, there is a procedure how do you discharge. Now I have worked on a ship which did not have inert gas, but we were lucky in that sense. Today when I hear all this stuff or read all this stuff, I realize we must have been really chosen people by the gods not to die, because whatever we did at that time sounds extremely dangerous today. But it is good. The caution is better, because in the end idea is you should not get scratched. Okay. Then outlets at least 2 meters above cargo tank level with velocity of 30 meters per second. You know that is how you shoot out the gas. Otherwise it can catch fire or the ignition may take place there. Okay. Similar ones. The located 10 meters away from nearest intakes, then you have got openings. Means idea is no matter what flammable gas you release, it should not get sucked in the ship system and create a problem, because either release kiya and either is suction, it will go in. So no, the gap is there, at least 10 meters. Then again there is nothing in the front, the accommodation front. There is no door, nothing. So even accidentally, because relative wind is always there on ship. Even if you are in a calm sea, you are doing 15 knots, that is as good as about 36 kilometers plus 37 kilometers per hour wind, even when there is no wind. So generally you always have wind from front on ships. Very rare cases you will find there is nothing and पीछे से आ रहा है. Okay, then this concentration reduced to 30% of the lower flammable limit. Means whole thing is then only you go to the tank level and all. So don't worry about it. And there is a provision for alternate design and arrangement. This is the provision we generally keep, everybody keeps it, so that the new technologies come in. See, I have got something that is working perfectly fine. We had a radio, correct? Once upon a time there was something called radio. You may see old pictures on internet somewhere. You ask your grandfather, he may remember, may. Okay. There were valve sets and all. There was a magic eye, so tuning was there. Then that eye used to indicate, yes, it is tuned now. And but still new things came, no? Valve sets disappeared, transistor sets came in, transistor sets disappeared, radios disappeared, FM came in, and a lot of stuff changed. So this is how we expect all these safety things also to change with time. Any doubts on this chapter? Regulation 1617. Let me see. Nada. Okay, I remembered some nice incident. I will ask you. What is time now? 36. Okay, we'll do this rule. Okay, helicopter facilities, two types. Remember, now when you are going to deal with helicopter, which is going to land on your ship, you expect it may crash. Correct? Now, when you as a tanker, for example, going alongside another tanker for cargo transfers, we also calculate this possibility while coming alongside. If we collide an oil leak and there is a fire, we consider the possibility. So we keep certain things ready. even though everything is supposed to be ready 24/7, we still lose initial time, especially initially 10-15 minutes we lose by the time we get organized. So we keep organizations also ready. Now in this case, helicopter, the basic purpose is we understand the risk assessment is done, and we make sure that additional firefighting things are available when helicopter operations are taking place. Now, helicopter operations may involve like normal landing on deck, winching somebody down. Both cases crashing can happen. And other one is your ship has got helicopter for refueling, hangar facilities and all. Normally cargo ships and all you won't see, but passenger ships or pleasure yachts, they have got their own. Those certain passenger ships, okay, because usual you have got super rich guys who are just going around just to kill time till they are alive. Then those guys we never know by names also. Huh? They have already changed names and all. Their identities you don't find them. And those are real super rich guys in the world, not the ones we read in newspapers. Newspaper ones are flashy types. They have got money, agreed. I'm not saying they don't have money, but they're flashy types. And the other ones, so I have seen those types of pleasure yachts with helicopters. They have got their own speedboats. A lot of stuff is there. So they move like like a small, you can say, town moves with them. They got all everything is available. जो mood आया वो मिलना मांगता है immediately. And they also have those madnesses, like there were people who needed, and they needed orchids, so they were flown every day from Sri Lanka. So they must reach the ship wherever it is. So they had helicopters and all. So that is where we talk about ships with refueling and hangar facilities. Because refueling hangar facility means you are keeping helicopter there, so you may lash it anything, but it is carrying fuel. And in rolling pitching something goes wrong and fuel catches fire, you got a big higher risk. Refueling is automatic, is like a petrol pump is fixed there. Now the fuel used by helicopters will not be complying with our regulations, right? Our regulations we say not less than 60 degrees and all flash points. In their case, flash points have to be low because it is aviation fuel. So you have it. So for that we also create special facilities, and when we create special facilities, we also have operation manuals and training is provided. Because if you are going to do refueling, somebody is going to do the refueling, means somebody has to take petrol pump jaisa kaam. So in that safety is involved. So all those things get added up. Otherwise we don't have this issue. So this gets added up. That is 18. Any doubts? Let me see. No, not yet. I don't see anybody on chat adding up. Okay, 19 is also like touch and go stuff. Okay, carriage of dangerous goods. 19 comes more under your cargo work. Huh? Additional safety measures because ship is going to carry hazardous cargoes. Dangerous goods. You are certified, if you are allowed to carry, you are certified for carrying dangerous goods. And because you are going to carry dangerous goods, your safety level has to increase. So how do you increase it? By providing additional stuff, firefighting, training, etc. And that is how you gear up your ship to handle the additional responsibility of the additional risk. Main thing is, as usual, separated from ignition sources. Appropriate PPE shall be provided for people associated with hazards. Okay. Document of compliance is one of the questions you get, not here. You will not get it in firefighting or something. but you will get it in cargo work, document of compliance, because ship is given a certificate that ship is constructed and equipment is fitted according to this rule to carry these cargoes. And they generally mention the what carrier, because every ship is not certified to carry all the cargoes. So that is mentioned. The document of compliance you will get it in the cargo work, the certifications and all, and then general one, ship management and all there. Okay, protection of vehicle special category and ro-ro spaces. Vehicle space is one, special category is another one, ro-ro space is another one. Now why they are separated is because passengers have got access to some of these spaces. You see, there is a lot of shipping which is active and they carry these vehicles, people travel by them to nearby countries. Everybody doesn't use aircraft, especially in Europe. If you are going from Sweden and you want to go to Germany, you can take a flight, you can take a train, or you can even drive your car. Now when you go by train, what happens? Train takes you to the port where the ro-ro ship is alongside. Train wagons are loaded on that, full train is loaded along with cars and all. Darwaja band kiya, ship sails out, goes to Germany, opens, everything goes out and joins the German system, the roads or railway tracks and so on. So that is the reason these all additional requirements came. Some time back rules used to finish it here only, but then we have gone to 23 plus. Fire protection system shall be protected to protect ship from fire hazards associated with vehicle special category and ro-ro spaces, because these are the extra things added. See, we took a base ship, we created all the safety structure for it. Now when you start adding up hazardous goods, ye extra, ye this extra, it's like pizza toppings. Okay, everybody advertises base pizza, right? And then they start add on this, add on that, add on that, then that is all charge extra. Same thing, you add up more. Ignition sources shall be separated from these spaces. Okay, means in simple words, you don't have unnecessary things that are unknown naked switches. There is no possibility of spark anyway. Adequately ventilated. Why? Because no matter what you do, the vehicles which we are talking about, like cars, trucks, anything, they carry certain fuel. They will have to carry some fuel, otherwise how will you discharge them? कितने लोग धक्का मारने को जाएंगे? That doesn't sound normal. So you have to have some fuel inside the tanks. If you have fuel inside the tank, some vapors are going to leak. Even at home, if you have a closed garage, you will notice whenever you go there, you feel the smell. Now your car is proper, isn't it? But still you smell that petrol. Same thing happens. That is why you have got proper ventilation. Ignition sources are separated because we accept there will be flammable vapors. That acceptance is the key. Why extra things are added. Now, see, the vehicles with fuel in their tanks for own propulsion, carried in cargo spaces other than vehicle, possible. If like here one place you drive the car in, okay, fine. Other ones you lift up the car and also you can load. Earlier days we used to load cars. There are special ceilings for that. You put them under the wheels, because wheel has got suspension, no? And you lift up and you load. Rule is what? You load it straight. You don't use your own propulsion in cargo spaces. So you don't drive in, you are put inside. Then the cargo spaces with regulation 19, that is the compliance with extra carrying hazardous goods and all. With this IMDG code, the blue book you will be studying. I don't know, have you started studying blue book hazardous cargoes, or it was not there in second year? If somebody can answer, Udesha?
Sir, like we have completed it in cargo work.
Ha,
Lagu sir has
correct.
taught about IMDG.
No, the blue book you have completed.
No, like we haven't got any specific blue book to
No.
complete.
That is IMDG code. Is called blue book. There are volumes that you have to learn how. It is a reference book, but you have to learn how to refer, and you should be able to write 10 marks like. But you have not done it yet. That means. Okay, no
So
problem.
that table he has taught us how to look. I mean, look into that table.
Okay, then probably you all are done, and maybe
Yes,
it
sir.
will be repeated in third year again.
16 columns and proper shipping names and classes and all.
Yeah, correct. Now that is what actually on YouTube also you have got enough of them, so you don't have big problem when you want to retouch it. Then precaution against ignition of flammable vapor in closed vehicle spaces. Okay, all these closed spaces. Now this is the problem because you need to make ship ready for sea. That means it has to become weather tight. At the same time, you know inside you have got vehicles and they are releasing flammable vapors. Now ventilation is on. Now that ventilation also we don't suck it out. We force things inside. I mean we force air inside. Other side it goes out. So there is no chance of any short circuit anything on electrical side causing the fire. Then you have got this ventilation system. Special category spaces, passenger ships. They call them special category spaces. 10 times per hour. Okay, and cargo ones, then this other one is also 10 times per hour, and cargo ships normally or less than 36 passengers 6 changes. Cargo ship is also 6 changes per hour, and may require additional means increased number of air changes when vehicles are being loaded or unloaded. The reason being that time you are actually running the engines, you are producing carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, etc., in that space. And it is also possible that since the exhaust may not be perfect, there you are adding up poisons, you may be adding up some fuel, and you may have a possibility some sparks flying and all, and somewhere means you may have mixture of everything. That is the reason generally they will have more than those 10 changes per hour. So when you are loading discharging you have got more. And also remember one thing, movement, the first car drives in till the last car goes out, ventilation is kept on. This is very important point to remember. We don't take chances. Now indication of ventilation system means somebody on bridge can sit in one place and monitor ventilation. Fans will be telling yes everything is okay, everything is okay. So there will be a monitoring system. Rapid shutdown. Arrangement shall be provided rapid shutdown. Now see this is where the tricky part comes. When there is a fire you need a rapid shutdown from outside, means the ventilation system obviously not inside, because in case of fire you want to stop oxygen first. Now ship may be at sea and there is a fire, so quick rapid one. Then there are also the dampers and plus zone system. Okay, so that is where A60 the class is there, and we ensure that means every deck can be separated so that fire shall not spread. Permanent openings in the side plating and all, that is where the ramps and all you see, those ones, or sometimes for pilot boarding and all. So they are also isolated properly. Basically what happens is, what you are doing is, no matter what happens the fire should not spread around, so all the openings everything are sort of controlled, the construction is done properly. Then you have got detection alarm system, fixed fire detection alarm system. Now, this is the standard stuff everywhere you have it. All the spaces are covered. In this case, when you put these additional systems and all, you respect that there can be fire here because of these conditions. And you have got, then as usual the system is there, it must be tested under normal ventilation condition. Now what happens is, you can't really use smoke detector if you have got strong ventilation going on all the time. The fire may start, smoke is there, but smoke may not accumulate every time it is getting swept off, and fire is spread nicely. So you have got heat detectors, you have got flame detectors. So depending on the system, you have got usual procedure testing, etc. Now sample extraction smoke system here, okay, except open ro spaces, open vehicle decks, now may be used as alternate, okay, as alternating, because another problem is if vehicles are in a ro space or something, then while driving also you are creating, normally there shouldn't be smoke, but it's possible that something is wrong with a particular vehicle and it starts giving some sort of smoke and all. It's little more complex. So it will have proper checking before they allow you to install one of them. Open spaces obviously you can't, because open space is like, those village ferries you see, village types. एक सामने का दरवाजा खोल दिया, people board, cars are parked, then people climb up and sit there with the boat driver and all, or there may be small sitting area, waiting area and all, whereas cars are parked down, it's a small ferry is going across. Now in that case, everything you can see is open to sun, so you can't have smoke detector there. How will you get a sample smoke? Effective fire control system, fire patrol system, sorry, not control, fire patrol system is maintained in special category spaces, okay. Continuous fire watch if you use manual, okay. Now this is very interesting one here, this part. Suppose you are on a ro ship and your fixed fire detection system fire alarm fails. Are you supposed to wait in the port? No, this is what you use then. My system has failed, okay, 2 decks. System has failed. By the time we fix it up or bada problem, whatever it is, all I need to do is I need a continuous fire watch system. That means I just employ 2 persons, round marte raho and check for fire. Finish. Then I don't need this. I can proceed to see next port. By the time anything, what is any big problem, anything can be solved, if by your ETO or some shore based guy or some spares required might land up in the next port. So that means ship should not be delayed in the port over this issue. Manually operated call points are 20 meters from each other. So that means you don't have to go more than 20 meters anytime. Okay. No part of the space is more than 20 meters from the manually operated call point. So 20 plus 20, 40 meters. Sorry, I made a mistake. I said 20. No, 20 plus 20. 20 meters this side, 20 meters this side. Whichever way you look at it. Okay, so this is 20. Now I think before you all start saying बहुत हो गया sir,
सर सही में बहुत
हो गया ना,
आज के
ओके, तेरे लिए खास क्वेश्चन है मेरे को, ओके,
लिए। Yes, sir.
very special, and let us see if you can answer. Let me put chat also here on. Okay, chat is on here, sorry, my participants, okay. Right, you have a reputation to protect, correct Shaunak? I mean
Reputation too, sir.
you have got reputation to protect.
Protect किसको, sir?
The reputation, your reputation. I heard you are a lady killer.
अरे sir,
नहीं, never mind. Abhi you got the idea, whatever it is. Okay, Miss,
हाँ.
right? I will ask
Yes,
you a
sir.
simple question and let us see if you can
Yes.
answer it correctly. Hmm?
Okay, sir.
You are going in a car. You can drive, no?
Yes, sir, I can.
Very good. Now you have taken your girlfriend out in the car.
Yes, sir.
Now, somewhere on the road, okay,
Yes, sir.
busy road, your car gets punctured.
Okay.
Now, what will you do?
अच्छा. What would I do?
Hmm. Let me see your idea.
Take her on your lap and then start making out.
Okay, that is somebody. Don't worry, his idea. Hmm. Some idea. Now, what will
Me.
you do?
पीछे सर ये कर दूंगा, लोगों को बोल दूंगा चले जाओ आगे, गाड़ी पंचर है, किसी से हेल्प मांग के साइड में खींच दूंगा गाड़ी को.
अच्छा, साइड में ले लिया, आगे में
Uh,
how will you get
just a
puncture
second.
fixed?
Sir, there will be a stepney, right?
You are not heading in the right direction only.
सर स्टेपनी है, गाड़ी का चक्का चेंज कर लूंगा.
अच्छा, तू करेगा?
हाँ.
अच्छा, नाउ आई विल टेल यू अ प्राइज विनर. अब तुम्हारे क्लास में से एटलीस्ट 10 गाइज विल डू इट. व्हाट दे विल डू? क्या करेंगे
क्या
मालूम है?
सर? क्या सर?
गाड़ी की चाबी गर्लफ्रेंड के हाथ में देंगे. करेक्ट? गाड़ी की चाबी गर्लफ्रेंड के हाथ में दे दिया. उठ के बाजू का पब बिब किधर होएगा उधर जाके बैठो. ऑर्डर 1 beer, have a nice smoke, finish the beer. When you come back, your car will be fixed up anyway. How?
How, sir?
How? This is how you have to think in life. All she has to play like helpless young woman. अरे क्या हो गया गाड़ी को, देखो ये हो गया. Believe me, okay, you will have many volunteers coming there doing everything. Even you will have, you got young cop and all there, वो भी उधर खड़ा रह के ट्रैफिक गाइड करेगा. एंड दे विल फिक्स अप योर कार एंड यू टाइम इट इन सच अ वे. सब होने के बाद जब भी सब लोग बोलेंगे अभी हो गया, दैट टाइम यू शुड बी बैक मेकिंग एंट्री एंड टेकिंग द कीज एंड स्टार्टिंग द कार. समझा कुछ?
नाइस आइडिया सर.
समझा आइडिया?
हाँ सर, समझ गया. अगली बार से यही करूंगा अगर हुआ कभी तो.
हाँ,
ओह श्योर.
बराबर है ना? दीज आर द आइडियाज. यू ऑल डोंट यूज योर ब्रेन्स, दैट्स व्हाट एवरीबडी सेज. यू केम विद अ स्टैंडर्ड आंसर, मैं स्टेपनी लगाऊंगा. अरे आजू बाजू में दूसरी लड़कियां जाती हैं, उनके सामने इज्जत जाएगी.
वैसे वो भी है.
बराबर है ना? ओके.
सर.
So any other doubts other than what to do in a punctured car?
नहीं सर, बाकी डाउट नहीं है.
नहीं है?
नहीं.
Okay. Today 9 o'clock will be closing your assignment. I
Yes,
expect
sir.
perfect assignment. And don't screw it up. Put it in that new group thread. Okay, even though message may have gone here and there, I don't know how messages travel, but make sure you go in the new group and that thread. There only you post reply, nowhere else. Okay, clear?
Sir, why all faculties are changing the timing of submitting assignment?
Why? What is the time? Yours are not supposed to get so much of time, you know.
सर कुछ लोग ने 2 बजे किया, कुछ लोग ने 6 बजे किया.
मैं दे दिया 9 बजे तक. ठीक है, तुम लोग बिजी लोग हैं. 9 o'clock I think seems to be working all right.
यस
ना?
सर.
Means you have got enough
सर
time.
पीकेआर सर तो 6 क्वेश्चन दे रहे हैं सर.
तो
सर आप ही अच्छे
सर
हैं सर.
एमबी वाले तो सर ऐसा में भर भर के दे रहे हैं.
तो उन लोग को
Everything is fine, sir.
ये देख, इसमें से थोड़े लोग को मराठी आता है. ओके, तो आई विल जस्ट
हाँ सर,
आई विल
आता है.
जस्ट
हाँ सर, आता है.
सो आई विल जस्ट टेल यू वन सेइंग इन मराठी. कथा कुणाची व्यथा कुणा. यू फाइंड आउट द मीनिंग. इट एक्चुअली मीन्स समथिंग लाइक प्रॉब्लम एक का है, दूसरे को दर्द हो रही है. एमी को दिया तो तुम्हारा क्या जाता है? हाँ,
एमई का
हम लोग को दिया था।
हम लोग को दिया
सर
है
एमई सब्जेक्ट की बात कर रहे हैं।
Sir, ME faculties.
Up ME faculty, you can imagine you are getting only small sample. समझा? It is like somebody else is having strict mother. If you get the same strict mother to you,
हमें दे रहे सर।
हाँ,
सब पीके सर को है ना, अलग ही दुश्मनी है सर।
you are getting only in one topic, say one subject you are getting from ME side, correct? Can you imagine what must be happening to ME guys?
अभी तो आपने बोला ना उनका प्रॉब्लम वो समझे, हम
हाँ,
लोग क्यों
so
सोचे?
that's what you can imagine.
Those guys have to suffer, sir. Because they took ME.
That's it. If they are going to have this much of problem,
Even
you all are lucky, man.
subject sir.
Yede, it is very nice to.
We are wise, sir. Not lucky, but we are wise. That we took the right decision at that time.
Huh? नहीं,
I don't know, sir, why the ME faculties are such a sadist. I don't think why they always do this.
they were born like that. You know, everybody is born crying because we're a nice, comfortable place. We come out and we don't want, so we cry. And those guys haven't stopped crying yet. क्या करेंगे? They have to look tough and all. So उसके लिए मैं भी ये चश्मा लिया था ना, इसके लिए डराने के लिए थोड़ा. समझा? Okay. So tomorrow, now I'll see you next week. Straight, correct? I'll see you next week.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes.